Start.
Hi, hello, very good evening to all. I am Dr. Ravindra Reddy, Civil Service Economics. Today I am going to discuss Civil Service Examination 2026 Preliminary Examination. How many papers are there? How many marks are there in each one paper? How many marks we have to get? What are the syllabus about Civil Service Preliminary Examination? Now, let me tell you, okay, this is one of the toughest exam in our India. Lakhs of people are applying for this exam. Through this exam, we know that very good jobs we will get IAS and IPS, IPS, so many services. So that's why I'm very all the best those who are going to apply, those who are preparing for civil services. Just I am giving briefly about the civil service preliminary examinations. Okay, right, listen. Civil service examinations. This examination is three parts. One is prelims, you know very well, preliminary examination, mains examination and interview. Okay, now already in my previous class I discussed about mains examination. Now I am giving brief information about preliminary examination. Okay, preliminary examination, we have two papers. One is paper 1, second one is paper 2. Paper 1 belongs to general studies. Paper 2 belongs to CSAT, Civil Service Aptitude Test. Paper 2. What is paper 1? In paper 1, we will see 100 questions. 100 questions and 200 marks in paper 1. One question is equal to 2 marks. This is the preliminary exam, paper 1, general studies, first paper. Second paper, civil service aptitude test. This paper contains 80 questions. Marks 200 marks means one question 2.5 marks, 2.5 marks. But this is purely compulsory qualifying test. We must get 33% of marks in CSAT. Now come to paper 1, general studies. General studies paper has 100 questions and 200 marks. What are the syllabus of paper 1? Now, number 1, current affairs. Current affairs, national current affairs, international current issues, sometimes local issues, they will ask under the current affairs. Next, second one, economics and social development. Economics and social development, it is also one of the important topic in preliminary examination. Third one is polity and governance. Polity and governance are total civil servants, maximum closely related to associated with the polity in their jobs. Next one, geography and world geography. This is also one of the topic in preliminary examination. Next one is history, especially medieval, ancient, medieval, modern. They will focus sometimes on modern history. When we see last previous papers, they are giving more questions from modern economics, modern history. Modern history. Next, science and technology. Science and technology and also biology, climate change. These are the preliminary examinations. Okay, next science and technology, biology, general science. These are the prelims examinations. All these topics, okay, science and technology, general science. These are the preliminary examinations. Okay, paper 1, general studies. This paper marks counted for mains examination qualification. That's why we have to read perfectly, and at the same time science and technology, general studies and environmental science also very important. And also disaster management also one of the subject in general studies paper 1. This is very toughest paper. Why? Because in previous exam they gave direct question A, B, C, D, which is correct. But now the paper pattern has been changing continuously every year, once per 2 years once, 3 years once. Now this is the very toughest exam. This is the very toughest paper to go to catch the mains examinations. So this is the paper 1 general studies. 100 questions, and once again I am reminding 100 questions, each question 2 marks, 200 marks for paper 1. Next in preliminary examination, this is time is 2 hours. Examination time is 2 hours. Come to paper 2, CSAT, Civil Service Aptitude Test. Already I am reminding once. In this paper, they give 80 questions, 200 marks. Each question carries 2.5 marks. And also, this is compulsory. You must qualify. You must get 33% of the marks in CSAT, Civil Service Aptitude Test. In this Civil Service Aptitude Test, they will test from comprehension and reasoning, comprehension, reasoning, and basic numerical, data interpretation, problem solving. These are the basic syllabus. These are the basic and important syllabus for Civil Service Aptitude Test. But all the matter, all the questions, all the topics related to up to 10th class base only. Up to 10th class. If you perfect 10th class level comprehension, reasoning, data interpretation, and decision making, and basic numeracy. Decision making also one of the decision making, numeracy, basic numeracy. These are the comprehension, reasoning, basic numeracy, data interpretation, problem solving, and decision makings. These are the syllabus, specific syllabus for paper 2 in civil service preliminary examinations. Okay. This is the examination. For example, here every year negative marks are there. My dear students, examination pattern is changing day by day to avoid competition, to pick the very qualitative person for the Indian civil society, Indian civil services. That's why previously they introduced negative marking. What is the negative marking? For example, if you do any wrong answer, you will lose 0.66 marks from original marks. 0.66 marks from original marks. For example, you did 60 questions correct answers. You got 120 marks. You got 120 marks actually. In 60 questions, this is the value. In 60 questions, 10 questions wrong answer. 10 questions wrong. Total you did 70 questions. In 70 questions, your answers are 60 questions are right. You got 120 marks in paper 1. But in 70 questions, 10 marks went wrong. Each mark you are going to lose 0.66. 0.66. So 10 into 0.66 marks you will lose from 120 marks. That's why each and every question is very, very important for civil service preliminary examination. It is very toughest exam in India. That's why I will explain what are the good books for each and every subject in paper 1 general studies in next video. And also you have to take at least 2 years. But some person told that in interview, I read only 1 year, I read only 10 hours or 14 hours, but it is very rare cases. But you have to give at least 1.5 years to 2 years very strictly. Definitely you will get a good score in preliminary examination, as well as you will move to mains examination. If you write mains examination very well, automatically interview will be very easy to get a civil service examinations. So this is the pattern of civil service examination, preliminary examination. Once again I am reminding, paper 1 and the paper 2. Paper 1 is general studies. In general studies, they will give 100 questions for 200 marks. Paper 2, civil service aptitude test, they will give 80 questions for 200 marks. Each question carries 2.5 marks. In each question carries 2 marks. In this examination, you have negative mark. The negative mark is 0.66. If you do negative wrong answer, you will lose 0.66 marks. Actually, whatever you got in that marks. Okay, this is the brief introduction, brief explanation for preliminary examination for 2026. Wish you all the best. Definitely the hard work never fails. Hard work gives, hard work brings enormous bright life for you. Thank you, and